There's a meteoric phenomenon happening. It's a revolution, and like all revolutions, they take a little while to get off the ground. There's an accelerative growth phase that's about to happen, an explosion, a Cambrian explosion. So I think that next year this time, you won't even recognize this time. Some months ago, when I found out that there was an invitation to present something to the investors, I really felt that this was a chance, because I had been interested in this space for so many years, and I just knew I had a lot to contribute. So I finished it about 3 weeks before this event, and I didn't really know what to expect. But of course, there they all were in the room with their notepads. Not a lot of discussion. But then afterwards, the questions were actually quite insightful. They gave me credit where it was due, and constructive criticism where I needed it. So I just felt like the support in this community is just not something I'm used to. It's just fantastic. I've always been somebody who just paid attention to emerging technology. I come from the ad world, actually, and so where I was looking was anything that consumers were using that I thought might have an application to the advertising world. When Bitcoin came along, I thought, well, everybody was talking about it in the context of fintech, but I knew that blockchain had applications in so many other ways. So I found myself in a Bitcoin or blockchain company that was doing an advertising-based product, and sort of somewhere during that experience, my mind was open to some of the other things happening in the ecosystem. Then I discovered BSV, of course. But then I also discovered the truth, how it was started, what Craig Wright had done. And I said, that's where I want to be. If I'm going to be in the space, it's going to be there. The one way that we might be able to achieve that is starting to think about localized meetups. Everybody is scattered, and yes, it's spread thin. But if we start small, localized communities that then come together in events like this to bring together all of the knowledge that we've been sharing, I think you might find that those localized groups can grow and can spread. In fact, you might attract some folks who are interested in blockchain and Bitcoin just generally, but not necessarily that married to any particular protocol. There's potentially a new way that we can start communicating about BSV, which is in a non-confrontational or more of an inclusive way, where you're not really talking about the faults of others, and you're not really saying you're the best, and you're just really highlighting just some of the benefits, and be this kind of inclusive, happy family of blockchain enthusiasts. Let's break down some of these barriers and stop trying to win the argument, or just let's just make some progress. I mean, it's the old adage, the rising tide raises all ships. If you are too zealous in the early days, from a competitive point of view, you might hold things down. In fact, that's actually what's delayed the growth of Bitcoin in general over the past decade. But not competition between companies, but between chains. And I think that in the BSV community, at least, what I've noticed is that we're tired of that. We're tired of these unnecessary delays. We're tired of being self-serving. There's a lot of maturity in the space and a lot of friendship going on. People want to see other people succeed. Regardless of what happens on the pitch day, actually I've had some really amazing conversations. So I've met some really great people who are doing some special things, and I've offered to help. I've been asked to collaborate on some interesting projects. So as long as I get to participate in the space and contribute, actually, I'm a builder. I'm not here to take anything. I just want to keep presenting new ideas and new projects and new products.